Vanga named the smartest and most cunning woman by zodiac sign. There is a woman whom Vanga called a mind capable of defeating fate. She does not shout about her strength, but she controls the situation more accurately than any magician. This woman knows how to read people, calculate steps ahead, and never falls into the traps of life. Her mind is a weapon, her cunning is a shield, and she carries all this within herself not by chance, but thanks to her zodiac sign. Vanga claimed, "It is the representative of this sign who is able to deceive a deceiver, recognize a lie in the first word, and find a way out where others give up." This is not a game or an assumption, this is knowledge transmitted over time. Today you will find out which zodiac sign gives a woman such a mind that can be called a gift from above. Subscribe to the channel if you are looking for real wisdom, and not template horoscopes. And be sure to write in the comments, do you know such a woman? Perhaps we are talking about you. The first sign of Pisces. A woman born under the sign of Pisces is a mind hidden behind a veil of softness. Her strength is not in open pressure, but in the ability to manipulate reality through psychological flexibility and subtle intuition. She does not need harsh methods, her intellect acts in silence, analyzing everything to the smallest detail, reading emotions, intonations, the slightest fluctuations in someone else's mood. No one can pretend next to her. She instantly recognizes a lie, even if it is a well-disguised half-truth. Her cunning is manifested in the ability to pretend that she is weaker than she really is. Pisces skillfully use the role of an observer, allowing others to open up, relax, lose vigilance. And it is at this moment that she receives all the necessary information without asking a single direct question. This is not a cold calculation, but a special gift, to penetrate to the essence without effort. She knows how to imperceptibly manage the situation, creating the illusion that everything happens by itself. She never enters into open conflicts. Why? Her method is strategic silence, a slight sadness in her gaze, a well-timed phrase with a double meaning. She can achieve her goal even when it seems that all circumstances are against her. Her mind is the depth of water. While others are splashing on the surface, she has long been exploring the bottom. The intellect of a Pisces woman is especially strong in complex, non-standard situations. She instantly adapts, calculates options, and chooses the safest and most effective path. Her strategy is to avoid direct threats and act through subtle moves, psychological techniques, sudden kindness, or fragility. She can pretend to be innocent in order to disarm, but under this mask there is cold calculation and amazing observation. Her cunning is not aggressive. It is a defense mechanism honed over the years. She will never go straight ahead, she will go around. She does not argue, she outplays. And if someone thinks that they can use her, they will be a pawn in her game. She is capable of conducting a double dialogue, where one speaks and the other conveys the real meaning. And this is how she controls people without entering into a fight with them. The second sign is Aquarius. The Aquarius woman is a mind ahead of its time. She does not act according to a template, does not repeat other people's strategies, and does not use familiar tricks. Her cunning is in absolute unpredictability. While others are thinking about how to get out of a situation, she has already changed it. Her thinking is a constant stream of non-standard solutions, logical workarounds, and paradoxes that are impossible to calculate. Her mind is not linear, but multi-layered. She sees a picture wider than everything around her, and therefore is able to instantly adapt to any circumstances. Her strongest quality is the ability to imperceptibly seize the initiative, and she does it so elegantly that even those who consider themselves to be in charge, after a while begin to obey her rhythm, her rules, her logic. Everything she does is not obvious, but invariably leads to success. Aquarius's cunning is in knowing people. She understands how others think and uses it to her advantage. She is not afraid to break the rules if she feels that they interfere with her goal. She does not hide behind emotions, she controls them. And she does it coolly, clearly, according to an algorithm. She may seem absent-minded, her head in the clouds, but behind this mask there is absolute mental control. Her strategies are built on the future. She does not play small games, she builds a system. And everyone who finds themselves in this system begins to act according to her logic. This is not pressure, this is influence. And even those who resist, after a while, begin to think in her categories. Her strong point is the ability to instill her reality without raising her voice or resorting to manipulation in the usual sense. Her intellect recognizes no limits. She destroys the outdated, builds the new, and does it at such a level that others do not have time to realize that they have lost. The Aquarius woman is not the one who looks for loopholes. She creates a new path, and whoever decides to compete with her is already lagging behind, because she is always one step ahead, in thoughts, actions, decisions. The third sign is Aries. She is not just smart, she is a strategist. A woman born under this sign does not waste words and does not take a single step without internal calculation. Her mind is not book knowledge, but a living system that instantly adapts to any circumstances. She instantly evaluates people and the situation, determines who is a friend and who is disguised as an ally. And most importantly, she knows how to build her positions so that no one even notices how she became the main one. The cunning of the Aries woman is not in manipulation, but in the precise ability to present herself. She can seem weak, soft, vulnerable at one moment, only to take control of everything in the next step. She has mastered the art of contrast, uses the power of surprise, and always knows when to remain silent and when to say one word that can change the whole game. Her speech is short but capacious, her actions are direct, but always with deep calculation. Vanga said, "This woman does not behave like a genius, but men get lost next to her, not realizing how quickly they find themselves in the role of executors of her plans." She can sit in the shadows, not claiming leadership, but all the key decisions will be made by her. At the same time, she never forgets the little things. She remembers who lied when, who once laughed at the wrong time, and uses this information when her moment comes. In business, she acutely senses the movement of money and always knows where the true interest is hidden. She does not interfere in dirty games, but knows how to get around the traps set by others. And most importantly, she never wastes time on useless talk. She acts, even when it seems that she has retreated. This is just a tactical move. She does not lose, because her strength is in the ability to combine intelligence, intuition and iron determination. An Aries woman is someone who can pretend to be a loser in order to get everything later. She does not seek fame, she builds reality. And when someone tries to deceive her, he soon realizes that he himself has become part of her plan. She is the one who is difficult to figure out. She figures out everyone. The fourth sign is Cancer. She seems quiet, soft, the kind who loves to care, listen, help. But behind this gentle appearance lies a unique mindset that can bypass the most complex labyrinths of human psychology. Her cunning is not a trick, but the art of survival. She censors lies without words, reads the mood with a half glance and draws conclusions that others cannot. That is why Vanga called her one of the smartest women, because she sees what others cannot. Her mind is not straightforward logic. It is a combination of memory, observation and a subtle ability to adapt. She does not go head-on, she goes around. If necessary, she will wait. If it is advantageous, weakness will play a role. But inside her is an ideal navigator who never loses the way. She knows where the benefit is, where the risk is, where it is better to remain silent, and where to invest in a relationship that will bear fruit later. Her connection with intuition is almost mystical. She may not explain why she feels something, but she is always right. A Cancer woman does not reveal all her cards. She observes, she remembers, and she endures. This makes her especially strong. After all, when everyone gives up, she is already preparing her move. Her cunning is not aimed at destruction. She builds protection, strategy, environment. People who become her allies do not always even realize that they are acting according to her internal scenario. And this is her talent. She knows how to put the right thoughts, evoke sympathy, awaken trust. But at the moment when it is necessary, she will bare her logical blade and show that she has long known the truth. She does not conflict, she waits. She does not press, she directs. And she achieves her goal even when it seems that she has lost. Her intelligence is in her ability to sense danger, read intentions, and control silence. Her cunning is in her ability to hide her strength behind gentle words. But anyone who decides to underestimate a Cancer woman will soon understand. She is not just smart. She is invincible in her shadow. The fifth sign is Libra. A Libra woman is an intellect wrapped in charm. Her cunning is not in deception, but in the ability to turn the situation in her favor with one word, one gesture, one half smile. She does not press, she charms. She does not ask, she creates an atmosphere in which desires are fulfilled without asking. Her strength is in the art of balancing between logic and softness, strategy and charm. Her mind is diplomatic, sharp, cold-blooded. She instantly reads the situation, catches tones, emotional fluctuations, pauses in which others do not notice anything. She can conduct a conversation, managing it like a conductor. Moreover, the interlocutor will think that he is in control, but the result will always be in her interests. The cunning of Libra is in the ability to look harmless. She knows how to demonstrate lightness, naivety, femininity, exactly until the moment when it is needed. Her judgments are accurate, but she presents them in a soft form, as if it were a random thought. In fact, it is a calculated influence, veiled as politeness. She knows how to implement ideas so that people begin to consider them their own. She does not enter into open conflicts. She avoids them not out of fear, but because it reduces efficiency. Libra plays the long game. They wait for the moment, accumulate advantages, and when the right hour comes, they act with lightning speed. Her decisions are always beneficial to her, and others may not even understand how exactly everything turned out not in their favor. The Libra woman is a master of subtle tactics. She does not argue, she convinces. She does not argue, but creates agreement. Her strength is in strategic harmony. She does not control, she directs. And when the goal is achieved, no one feels defeated. Everyone thinks that everything happened naturally, although there is a cold, calculated calculation behind this.